first and foremost, welcome to everybody, but more importantly, congratulations to civil service this season, and to all the players and all the coaches and all the backroom staff and whatever. I understand it's the first time they've actually won silverware for 12 years. Any club would be happy to put on 150 points in the last 3 games, and I've seen the improvement, and everybody's seen the improvement, and that's thanks to trying to organise head of coaching Martin McGuigan and Michael there. Well done there. Well done also to Mr. Buckley and Co for the minis and the juniors and under 30s. Privilege quickly of awarding 2 awards tonight. One is for the new player of the year and one is for the most improved player of the year. However, I would like to come back to awarding tonight and this evening the new player of the year. And trying to get any dirt on you guys is very difficult, but the new player of the year is Jonny Sunbed Armstrong. On behalf of all the coaches here, the senior coaches, one of the most exciting awards is the most improved player. Before I award that, I do actually want to mention a few names. In the early part of the season, Brian Bogle was fantastic. I'm not going to enlighten anybody as to the other awards that are coming, but Brian Bogle, Kenny Dean, and young George Brown all improved, did fantastically well. Also in the backs there was young AG. He actually doubles in weight when his shirt gets wet. Being a back, the old adage still is true. The forwards win the games and the backs decide by how much. And I keep things simple, and the forwards keep things simple. And there was one chap, he also was a new player as well, young Trevor McDowell. He was penciled in every week. He's not here this evening, but he was there every week, and he was the antipode of the whole of the club. He came, he gave his all, he brought his son, he brought his other son up, and he was there every night, and every training session he was there. And he was one of the only guys, and most people will recognise this, taking the ball, going forward and not losing it. Ben Scott, back row, Hamish there, constantly there, performing well all the time. And their season, and these players improved. They picked up and they learned and they were willing to learn. Michael Murray, second row, bad ankle injury, came back. Andy Sloan, Boney, and then of course there was the seconds support, and you need a good seconds, and there is a good seconds here, and there's a good ethos and a good feeling in the seconds, and a good support in the seconds. Robin Fleming was one of the backbones there as well. Dougie Fraser, and then of course all props. Everybody's suffering from props. We can't get prop forwards. All throughout the whole of the rugby world, get props is very difficult, with the exception of first row. So I mean, again, we're looking at Dougie Fraser, Niall Donnelly front rows, and then Ben Morgan shoulder injury, Woodsy, Moore, Smith, and actually Moore Holmes' father, Moore Senior. He turned out against Randall's time. I of course helped him strongly in the back. As wing forward, I supported them all day, of course. Well done.
I don't think it'll be any surprise for anybody to know that the Players' Player of the Year for this season was Holmes. Unfortunately, for are another couple of awards still to give, and firstly I'd like to invite Ben up to go through the first 15 player of the season. Nominations were Holmes himself, Peter Hoskins, Simon Curry, Jonny Cartwright, Dan Cortland somehow, and Hamish Matheson. But I'll let Ben.
Okay, buddy. Like I said earlier on, gents, even when the team wasn't really performing this season, there was plenty of boys sticking their hand up in some really good individual performances. And I could stand up here all night and go through the names, you know, because I can't remember, you know, one guy who represented the ones who didn't have at least one outstanding game, so that was good. But anyway, there was one guy whose commitment and performance level throughout the season was brilliant. You know, he really put his hand up and played terrifically for us all year. He's been a bit unlucky with injuries there the last couple of weeks of the season, which was unfortunate, but besides that, he really has, you know, stuck his hand up and laid it all out there for us this season. So the first 15 player of the year is Hamish Matheson.
For the season, so I'd like to invite Ryan Campbell, second 15 captain, to come up. Nominations are Andrew Boney-Sloan, Danny Ansell, George Brown, Robin Fleming, and somehow Stephen Hine. I don't know who that is, I think it's Zombie.
Likewise, we don't know who it's going to. There's been many great players this season. Many of the ones have stepped down as well. But on the twos, many great players. But there's one player that's, for me, definitely head and shoulders with everybody. Everybody puts their heads down. He's always there, getting everybody up, heads up, point after point. He's won as many games this season, and it's Mr. George Brown.